Growing up, everything was fairly easy to me. I never had to worry about where I was going to stay, what I was going to eat, or what clothes I was going to wear. At the age of 12, I learned how to play the best sport in Texas, football. And once again, it came fairly easy to me. A few years went by, and I was going to high school at Permian High, home of Friday Night Lights. I had never really faced a challenge with academics or athletics. High school sports came up, and I was not expecting the reality check I was going to get. The classes were getting harder, and so was football. I was starting to get a lot on my plate, and I was up at the school more than my own home with classes, tutoring, and football. It was starting to stress me out so much that I knew I needed to find something that was going to help me with keeping school organized and helping me juggle everything I had to do. I joined AVID, and my grades started to go higher, and a lot was removed from my mind, and it felt like I could start breathing again. I got into my junior year of high school, and it was my first year on the varsity team, and first year at a brand new position at outside linebacker. I was expected and told I would be playing a good amount this year, knowing I wasn't going to start. The year ended, and I played probably 5 snaps all year. I was devastated. I had contemplated quitting so many times, and probably would have if it weren't for Coach Hanlon and Coach Ingram. They showed me that no matter how many plays you play, you are always a contribution to the team. It was 2 days after the season ended, and my AVID teacher, who at the time was Ms. Hernandez, had noticed something was up. She pulled me into her office and had a great talk with me about how I've been playing the sport I love for many years, and I can't give up when times get hard. I need to keep fighting and overcome the adversity I am faced with. She helped me get my grades up and brought my spirits up to the energetic person I naturally am. My senior year was rolling around. I had been moved back to the defensive line and learned I had a new AVID teacher who I had never met or talked to before. She went by Coach Tyndall, who y'all had the chance to just meet. She opened my eyes to ideas about colleges and scholarships that I never knew. I instantly began to love Coach Tyndall, and she quickly became my favorite teacher at Permian. She helped me write an essay that won me a $500 scholarship award. She also helped me get a job as an AVID tutor for ECISD, which gets me one step closer to becoming a teacher and coach in the future. After a long off season, it was time for the season to start back up, and as the season went by, I still didn't play as much as I had wished. But this time, I was okay with it, because listening to Coach Tyndall and Ms. Hernandez, I learned lessons all year about humility, discipline, leadership, and to keep a calm head when I had to deal with people I didn't really admire. The year went on, and Coach Tyndall focused all her time on her AVID kids getting accepted into the college of their choice, finding scholarships that helped everyone, and staying involved with us. Along with being very supportive, she is very active on social media by celebrating our achievements with us and making sure she's a part of our lives. We also did activities and played games all year to build camaraderie and focus on teamwork and building relationships with the students who would be my classmates all year long. I think the activity I remember the most is one where we poured a bunch of little rocks onto the floor with random pictures on it. The pictures weren't complex. It was just items like a circle or even a squiggly line, and the objective of the activity was to think of a good time based on the picture we saw. I remember I randomly selected a picture of a circle, and the first thing that came to mind was when I would spend hours and hours playing basketball at my house with my neighbors. Both of them are in college now, so remembering a time like that definitely made me happy and brought back some great times. Doing this activity really helped me understand my classmates and get deeper into how their mind works. She is a teacher I will never forget. I know she will continue to change my life along with the lives of others she meets. My support system going through high school was the best anyone could ask for. A mom who didn't miss any event I had, a brother who I could always talk to without fear of judgment, and teachers who knew how to communicate with me and taught me about more than just school. What I have learned through all these challenges was to always remember I have someone in my corner and someone to rely on. With all these people by my side, it was time for me to focus on getting into college. After being accepted by multiple universities, I chose to attend the University of Texas at Permian Basin. I will be starting in the fall and majoring in exercise science to help fulfill my dream of becoming a coach one day. I was also given the opportunity to become a manager for the football team throughout college, getting me one step closer to my goal before most. I feel teaching is one of the most thankless jobs someone can have, Very few people will ever thank you for your hard work and many opportunities you give to students to help them improve their grades. You're the first to get blamed over a grade, tardy, and sometimes even behavioral problems. The fact that you can get up early and stay late to get students the extra help they need has sometimes been the reason I've been able to pass your class. I want you to know you are never alone. There will always be someone by your side that understands what you're going through. You can't quit on students, and you as a teacher will always have someone that never quits on you. I have been fortunate enough to always have teachers that have guided me the right way and have helped me become the successful young man I am today. And for that, I thank you. The biggest thing I have learned is that adversity is a way of life. It's your choice to decide if you are going to let it take over or if you will embrace it to become the best version of yourself. My grandma was a huge influence on not only me, but all of Odessa, being one of the first people to help start the AVID program in Ector County. I would walk with her, and she always had former students come up and explain to her how their lives were impacted by her and how they felt like they were on top of the world. What I learned from her is that someone will always be with you. You are never alone. It's never a good choice to give up. Never let your fear decide your future. Thank you.